Hello, welcome to Term 4, Class A, practicing video number 8. Now today, our practice has a 3-part. First, we're going to have a look at some technique works from the technique book. And second, we do a couple of sight readings. And last, we'll have a look at the performance book. There's one old piece from last week and also a new piece for this week. Alright, let's get down to it. Now, for the technique book, first we're going to have a look at page 3, Mud Skippers. This one. So this is another walking finger practice. Make sure you left your finger high because it doesn't have the 8th note. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. All I want to see is a finger left up as high as possible, very steady hand and curved fingers. Alright, let's try this one. And this is also pieces that you practice the first part, a pattern, and then move up on the white keys. So you need to move from C position to D position, E position, F position, G position, A position, B position, and last coming back to C position. Alright, now let's start.
1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4。1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、2、3、4. 1、
Okay, so I repeat in two different positions. The fingers have to be lifting as high as possible before you strike it down. Okay, once you touch the key, keep the other four fingers up and keep lifting up. Okay, sometimes our fingers are hanging a bit low, so it kind of like touching other keys when we're not using it. So just pay attention to the finger that you're not using. Don't let them drop too low. Hold them high a little bit. Okay, now this is the mud skippers. I start with the metronome on 70. So if you start to learning the new piece, you can go a bit slower, like starting from 60. Once you get more confidence with the pattern, you can move up the speed, but no faster than 70. Okay, now we're gonna move to the skipping fingers. We passed some pieces last week, but there's also some problem about the skipping finger, so we're gonna have a look at page 17, the basketball game, and also watch that dribblings. Alright, now these two pieces are using our jumping fingers, staccato. Okay, I still find that people are not lifting finger up when they say touch. So that's the reason why we have to redo those pieces. Is when you say touch, not just putting the finger down or touching the keys, just one finger down. Okay, and number 2, touch. Number 3, touch. Number 4, touch. Number 5, touch. Okay, when you're pushing it, the wrist is pushing forwards, feeling like your hands has a ball and roll forwards. This is the actions movement. Okay, and some people are doing like touch and push, touch and push. This is not push, this is like a knocking. Okay, so when you touch the key, keep your fingers on the keys and push it down straight away. Touch and push, touch and push. Okay, not lifting finger up, hands up, and knock on the keys. Okay, so I'm gonna do the basketball nice and slow with touch and push. I'm gonna say that word. Okay, ready? Touch, touch, push, touch, touch, push, 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 touch, 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 push, wrist, touch, push, 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 touch, 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 touch. Okay, now the next one is called the watch step dribbling. Alright, this one is using the single fingers. Repeat 4 times. So same actions. Right, touch, push, 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 touch, 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 Right, I made the last note a bit longer so we know that's the end. Okay, so jumping fingers, the touch is putting your fingers on the key. Push is press it down straight away. Okay, and with wrist pushing forwards. Okay, now let's see. I think we have one new piece. It's called the surfing. Oh, yep, here, page 13. In the class, we talk about phrasings. So phrasings is another technique that we talked about before. It made of different number of notes. The smaller one is 2 notes phrase. That's the very special one. And we can have a 3 note phrase, 4 note phrase, or 5 or 6 or 7. Okay. Now, doing the phrase, we have a few things. We're gonna use our mostly walking fingers. But the first note, we're gonna play loud and gradually getting soft to the last note. So if there's only 2 notes, you do loud, quiet. If there are 3 note phrase, you loud, medium loud, and quiet. 4 notes, loud, medium, medium, and quiet. 5, loud, loud, medium, medium, quiet. So the last note is always quiet. After you're playing a bit softer, you need to lift your hands up quickly. Okay, so the last note is only play half of the beat of the written notes. For example, if the last note is a quarter note, you only play like an 1/8 note. Alright, half beat. If the last note is 2 beat, you play half, 1 beat. If the last note is 1 beat, you're gonna play a bit shorter, make a half beat. So that's something special about the phrase. The homework we have is surfing on page 13. So surfing has 3 phrases. 2 are 3 note slur. So you got loud, medium, quiet. Loud, medium, quiet. And the last one was 4 notes. 4 or 5? Sorry, 5. So you got loud, loud, medium, medium, quiet. Okay, and don't forget to lift your hands up. That's really important. Okay, now let's have a look. Surfing is also on F position. So both hands, the lowest note is F. F for your right hand finger 1, F for your left hand's finger number 5. Okay, first phrase, loud, medium, quiet, rest. Loud, medium, quiet. Loud, loud, medium, quiet. Okay, very easy this piece. Let's try one more time. Okay, so that's a phrase. So this exercises is covering all our techniques at moment. Now the next step is sight readings. Okay, so sight reading is really important, but when we have a lessons, we might not have a time to do it every lesson. So I want you to keep it up at home. Alright, this week we only have 2 pieces from the piano book. Page 17. Warm up is a 1-line piece, 4 bars. And the happy seal. Happy seal has 2 lines, so you can do that one at a time. So like today you're doing the first line, and then you can do the next line tomorrow. So you don't need to do both. Okay, now this 2 pieces is same as the last week, my new key. It's in the F position. So we talk about F position in the class. F position normally has a black key, which is B flat in this position. Okay, it's related to the key. So you don't have to worry too much about what that means. So just make sure when you do F position, check if there is a flat sign at the beginning. Okay, if there is, that means we're gonna see B and play as a B flat. Okay, now let's take a little bit time. Our preparation time for the first one will be 1 minute. So you can take a 1 minute to learn the first line, the warm up. When you finished, you can try from the beginning to the end. And after the pause, I will play the warm up. Okay, now you can start. Okay, how did it go? Right, now I'm gonna play the warm up so you can listen to my play, see if it's the same as yours. How does it sound? Same as yours? If you do, then you can have a high mark. If it doesn't sound like your play, I want you to check again, make sure the notes and the rhythm is correct. Okay, now after you finished, you can do the following 2 pieces tomorrow, but in the video I will play the happy seal line separately. So now I'm gonna try the happy seal first line. Sorry, I did 2 lines. Alright, so you don't have to do 2 lines at once. You can just do 1 and then do another line tomorrow. Okay, now this is the sight reading. Last, we're gonna have a look at 2 pieces from the performance book. First one, the animal band. Most of the students can play the animal band really well, and I like you all use the metronome and keep the tempo very steady. Well done, everyone. Now this week we're gonna move up our speed to 90. Okay, I think you all have you all made a note on your book, says 90 per minute. All right, now I'm gonna put a metronome on 90 and try this one. So this is 90.
1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、1、2。
Faster than 70, isn't it? So if you feel like this 90 is too hard to follow, you can gradually raise the speed. Like you can play 70. Now the next day you can try 74. Don't try 71 or 72 because it's not feeling like making much change. So you can try 74. And then the next, adding another 4 beats, try 78. Next week, 82, 86. Then maybe in 4 or 5 days, you get to 90 gradually. So you don't feel too much pressure at the beginning. Okay, but now I'm gonna try 90.
1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、
Okay, this one we're using very strong fingers. In right hand using walking fingers, legato, and left hand using jumping fingers. Okay, that's some part that students struggle with is the hand coordinations. When right hand doing connected, but left hand is constantly pushing it up. Okay, this part going very slow. Make sure your left hand is bouncing while right hand play more smooth. Okay, this is our homework from last week. Now we have one new pieces. It's still on the performance book, page 9, Trumpet the Artist. Trumpet the Artist has F position as well for both hands. And at the beginning of each line, it has a flat sign. Okay, now this is the line for B, the note B. So the flat sign means the right hand, anytime you play B, we're gonna play flat. So left hand is also B, is on the second line. But the flat or sharp sign written at the beginning of each line means every beat, doesn't really matter what position, may in this line or may not in that line, maybe up or down. As long as it's a beat, we have to play flat. So for the left hands, we can see 2 intervals here. One is B, one is C. So this B, this 2 B's, we need to play flat. Same as the second line here, first 2 bars, and I think the last line, we have one more. So for the left hands, the whole music, we have 7 B flats. I didn't really count the right hands though, but I think everyone was circling or writing the flat sign for the right hand. And the other thing is this piece is written in 3/4. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 when you play this piece. And 3 beats is also called a dancing beat. It has a very unique patterns in the rhythm. The first beat is a strong. If we clap our hands to the first one, we give a big clap. Okay. Now the second beat and the third beat are quiet beat, so we clap quietly. Sounds like this: 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's see what speed that we can use for this piece this week. Let's maybe try 70 at the beginning.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Yes, I quite like it. It's nice and slow and very steady. Okay, so what I want you to do is listen first, because you haven't learned that yet. So listen to the piece, do it 4 bar at a time. Learn it 4 bar at a time. Right hand, the single notes, we're gonna play a bit louder. Left hand, staccato chord or intervals, play a bit softer. Here we go.
1, 2, 3,
Okay, now this piece, in the last line, bar 1, there's a wrist that both hands need to hold it up, resting. This beat is so special because it's in the middle of the bar, so it's quite easily to get ignored, okay, or overlooked. So don't forget this one. Maybe you can circle the both hands just like what I did, and remind yourself to pull your hands up, phrase for 1 beat rest. Okay, the rest of the piece, I think you'll be able to do it on your own. Okay, that's all from today, and I hope you enjoy this year, the group lessons, because this is our last one, and I will see you next year. Happy practicing. Bye.